And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, moving into Game 3 in the custom map show match here for GameReplays.org. I am Harlequin.
And I'm 5-star General.
And we're just kind of rocking out today. So both of these players, again, are just kind of spawning as random. We've got Chaos Lord for Texaneous, and we've got the Warp Spider Exarch for Alwayzlame there. So two pretty powerful but very different heroes for these guys. And just taking a look around this map, yeah, I like the central little, ooh, look at that. It's got a big Imperial logo on it, too. This little sort of destroyed pyramid or what may have you, more towards the center of the map here. Looking pretty sexy.
Yeah, seems to be a little bit of a Necron theme with that pyramid, a little bit of maybe a Necron tomb action. And so this is final rest that we're seeing here. You got a nice, as mentioned, nice little victory point in the pyramid in the middle. Very kind of tight corridor action in there. But everything around the rest of the map, it's kind of a little open, a little joyous. Not joyous. Texaneous putting joyous in the chat.
Oh, joyous.
He's up against the Warp Spider
Exarch, indeed. That's going to be a tricky matchup early game for a nice slow Chaos Lord. You can see good use of Worship right now by the Heretics, keeping the Chaos Lord in close. And the Warp Spider Exarch is doing just the right thing here, which is he's just going to pick off the Heretics. He knows he doesn't want to mess with the Chaos Lord at all, and just getting a few free kills there, so that's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he is out of energy for warp until right about now, and now he can warp again whenever he wants to. He's probably picking a nice little place to warp to at the moment, though.
Yeah, I'm just kind of enjoying looking around this map. You know what I could do without, though, is the sandstorm effect. For a while, that looks pretty good, and then it just kind of clutters up my camera, but meh.
Yeah, I still like it.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
So we see a double Chaos Space Marine build coming out here from Texaneous, and we've got the Shuriken Cannon weapon platform from Alwayzlame. So good counter from Alwayzlame. That's going to basically force Texaneous into getting grenade launchers on this Heretic squad. And doing that will make him spend a little more in Tier 1. And on top of that, it's also going to remove the Doom Blast ability on his Heretics. So make those Banshees a little tougher to deal with on one hand. On the other hand, you do have the Grenade Barrage to help deal with them anyway. So we're seeing the Warp Spider Exarch gets forced off here by the Chaos Lord. And Chaos Lord is going to go ahead and take this bottom victory point. Chaos Space Marines taking the top victory point. Middle victory point, though, still held by Alwayzlame.
Pretty good here. We see the Howling Banshees now kind of honing in on these Chaos Space Marines here.
Ooh, they finally get charge bonus.
There we go. You can see the Chaos Lord coming in, saying, come on, guys, wait for me. I want to get in on this fight right now. He's a little bit slow. The Howling Banshees here doing some damage, but not having a lot of luck. They're going to have to get out of there now that the Heretics and the Chaos Lord have shown up. And I wasn't watching. Was that a, yeah, that was a kill the weak ability, I think, that went off there.
Yep. And meanwhile, very nice usage of Worship here to go ahead and get the Chaos Lord in melee with the Shuriken Cannon weapon platform team. It has enough speed, though, to get away from him here. Try to find somewhere else to reset up. May not be able to find anywhere before getting all the way back to base.
And the score, by the way, looks good to me. It's currently 1-2, 474 for Alwayzlame, 454 for Texaneous.
Yep, and that would make sense as we saw very, very early in the game, Alwayzlame got that first victory point. It took Texaneous a little bit longer to get his 2 victory points up, so we would kind of expect him to be a little bit behind for now.
Yeah, this map is a much larger map, not only in size, but also in just the fact that having this big pyramid in the middle here that everybody has to kind of play around. Ooh, and never mind. I'll finish that thought later. We can see a little bit of Worship here, helping the Chaos Lord get out of the way of the suppression from that Shuriken Cannon here, and the Guardsman putting a lot of damage onto those Chaos Heretics going to move away. Yeah, what I was saying was having this big pyramid in the center makes you have to kind of wander the long way around it often, more times than not. Just kind of feels like it disconnects up the map there. Makes it feel pretty big.
Yeah, a lot of these custom maps will feel pretty big. Probably Cruffroll and Calderas River, I think, are the smallest too. And I think we've already seen the smallest that the game has to offer. And this is probably about medium size for what we'll see today.
Nice. Yeah, it definitely feels like if you lose control of one of either the north or the south victory point, it's kind of a real trek. You need kind of an expeditionary force to go all the way down there and get it again. So definitely taxes you to hold on to the center and one side. As you can see right now, it is 1-0 as Texaneous has the only victory point up north, but it looks like Alwayzlame is capping the southern one for the time being here.
Yeah, now Texas complaining about losing 2 models on Chaos Space Marines, but he retreated those things a little late against those Banshees, so I'm not quite sure what the complaints are here. And meanwhile, we're seeing Dark Halo go down for the Chaos Lord as Texaneous Tex Tier 2.
Interesting. The Banshees were trying to cap that northern victory point. Looks like they're going to have to retreat, though, now that they're being set upon by Chaos Heretics and Chaos Space Marines. The Heretics going to go ahead and capture that northern victory point there. Everybody's looking pretty good power-wise. I see 3 generators up for Tex, and Alwayzlame has got a even 4 across 2 different nodes.
Yeah, we are seeing a little bit of bashing coming in here from Tex, just kind of chipping away at that node with the 1 CSM squad. This is going to allow his other CSM squad maybe to push bottom. Nope, Alwayzlame's going to keep the Shuriken there. He's going to anticipate that is what Tex wants to do. And he's going to try and deny this. But the Dark Halo may allow the Chaos Lord, and yes it will, it's going to allow him to push right through the Shuriken Cannon Weapon Platform Fire. It'll drain all of his energy to do so, but he will get to the platform, take not very much damage on his actual health, and force this off.
Yeah, good split of his units north and south, capping all that. That's certainly one way to go. And we see the Blood Crushers coming out of the field right now. Wonderful looking fight going on up north here. We saw a bit of a Doom Blast out of the Chaos Heretics right now, but backed up by the Guardian Squad. The Howling Banshees are just charging in.
10 health on that Chaos Heretic.
Oh,
10
God,
health, 9 health,
Heretic.
8 health, 7, 6, 6, 5. 5 health on the Chaos Heretic Squad. 4 on the 1 remaining model. It gets away with 4 health. Banshee's not quite able to catch up to it.
And is it just me, or are there no... Oh, okay, never mind. I'm trying to see, are there no turrets around his base? What's going on there?
That is a good question. Yeah, it seems like maybe one side does not have base turrets, but you know, Tex is going to have to play extra well here.
I was just noticing that. I was like, yeah, there's no suppression there. I guess Tex doesn't have base turrets for whatever reason. Oh well. It looks like the Howling Banshee's having to move away here now. Doing some nice forward scouting, realizing that there is a Blood Crusher on the field now. Again, Blood Crusher, not that bad, as Alwayzlame is not quite to Tier 2 yet, so we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that for the time being.
Yeah, we're really going to see from Tex here. He's going to want to get to these generators and try and do some economic damage if he can. And also just kind of push out in the map, allow himself to have the capability now to go ahead and capture little, requisition points and power points and everything else everywhere else to just kind of get back up on capping. So Tex recognizing now that there are base turrets at the other base. I'm just waiting. I'm counting down the seconds for a comment on that in the chat.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, we do have Warp Spiders coming out for Alwayzlame. He already has Banshees with Exarch on them, so this Blood Crusher's days likely are numbered.
Yeah, and I like the idea of going for the Warp Spiders as the counter instead of the Bright Lance. I always just think that's a more fun counter. We see the Warp Spider Exarch blinking out of the middle here. He does have those improved targeters, using them quite well against the Heretics trying to cap to the north. The Blood Crusher still a big presence here in the center right now, putting some pressure on all of these Guardians. But pretty soon here, he's going to go ahead and bump into these Warp Spiders just as soon as they finish their upgrade.
Yeah, they're about halfway done with that right now. So he is going to have to back away from that. Meanwhile, I see Banshees were able to force off the CSMs in the bottom alongside that Shuriken Cannon Weapon Platform. Maybe able to see this Blood Crusher do some damage to it, though. It's on a collision course with the Shuriken Cannon Platform team. It's getting some big hits in here. There goes one model on it. It's trying to retreat. Is he going to charge it? He will try to charge. His charge is a little off target, though, because of the great pathing of the Shuriken Cannon Platform team. Finding a way around that lake that that Blood Crusher certainly did not anticipate.
He's going to be going for the trailing model right there, but unfortunately, it's going to take him too long, and now he's haywired up.
Here come the Banshees, and they've got the Exarch.
Oh, Banshee, Exarch, and haywire grenades.
Support.
Blood Crusher! Blood Crusher, no!
There's no support for here come the CSMs. They're going to try and come up and support it, but this may be a little late. It may be a little late. They're trying to support it. Here we go. He gets the ability off. That will save it. That will save the Blood Crusher.
Nice. Not bad at all. Guardians now moving in to add some extra backup there. We can see the Blood Crusher getting within range of that worship. Kind of a nice little standoff here for the time being. Nobody's fully pulling out of the area. We do have the Warp Spiders capping that point now, but no, the Blood Crusher's just going back in for more, getting nicely healed up by by those heretics there. Just going to hold on to this area for the time being. Down south, we can see the Guardians still trying to cap that. And it looks like, yeah, you know, these Warp Spiders are just kind of hanging out on the fringes here.
Very nice knowledge there by Tex of exactly how long the haywire cooldown is. Being able to kind of just, I want to say eyeball that maybe,
Yeah.
without actually eyeballing it. Because his Blood Crusher was still relatively low health. A haywire, while the greater benefit is usually disabling, it does do quite a bit of damage as well, so that was certainly a danger. And we do see that actually, again, Texas going for this Chaos Dreadnought, regardless of the fact that his Blood Crusher has already forced AV onto the field. It seems like he's interested in overloading the AV capabilities of Alwayzlame. Alwayzlame, though, has quite a bit of built-up requisition and power. He hasn't really spent it on anything yet, so he's going to be able to react. Here comes the haywire. But these Banshees are taking so much range fire, and actually now, they're using this. This is kind of interesting here by Alwayzlame, using the haywire to disable the Blood Crusher to try and get in there against the CSMs to really open things up. But that is just not going to happen here. We see that they took too much damage. They were forced off, had to run away, and the Chaos Space Marines do hold their ground. This Blood Crusher and the whole bottom here is going to be open to Tex now.